Hey indie filmmakers, Griffin here. In my last video, I showed you how I shoot a time lapse. And now that I have all the photographs here, let me show you the quickest and easiest way to edit these in Final Cut Pro 10. Whether it's photos or video, I always prefer to manually copy the files onto my hard drive first, then import them into Final Cut. That way I know exactly where they are. Now let's jump over to Final Cut, hit Command-I to bring up the import window. I'll find all of these on the desktop. Select them all, leave files in place because I don't want redundant copies. And had I already organized my footage into multiple folders, this checkbox tags everything with those folder names to keep me organized. And import. Now all 1,775 of my photos are here in the bin. I shot way too many, I only need about 300 for this. Command-N to create a new project that's 1080, 2997 frame rate. Call it Court Time Lapse. Click the first photo and Command-A to select all of them. Weirdly, if I select any photo other than the first one, or if I accidentally set in and out points for any of these other photos, it'll place those ones out of order in the timeline. So just touch the first one, select all, then E, which places everything at the end of the timeline. It's great, it doesn't matter where your playhead is, it just throws everything at the end of your project. Now Shift Z to see the whole timeline. And you'll notice all the photos here are 10 seconds long, so I have a really boring 4-hour time lapse right now. So I'll select everything in the timeline with Command-A, then Control-D to set a new duration. That's Control-D1 for one frame, return. Now it's a whole lot shorter, so Shift-Z again to zoom to fit. And for the first time, we can watch our time lapse. There it is. But it'll be easier to edit if I make this one clip. So with all of them selected, Option G to create a compound clip. Call it Supreme Court. And the first thing I'll do is get rid of these black bars because I shot it in 4:3. In the inspector window, change the scale from 100% to 133.33. That's the ratio we need to make it 16:9. Final Cut only does 2 decimal places, so even though it's 0.3 repeating, 0.33 is all we need. And now I'll hit home to jump back to the beginning of the timeline, and because I shot some test photos to start, I'm gonna go frame by frame to find the actual starting frame. Let's see. There we go, yeah. Okay. So right here, I'll just pull in the in point of that compound clip. And there you go, time lapse done. But now let me do this whole process one more time, a little faster, and I'll show you some advanced tricks for cleaning this up. I have another time lapse here looking up at my office building. So here we go, click the first photo, Command-A, E, wait for it to land in the timeline. Click the last photo, Home to jump to the beginning of the timeline, and Shift-click to select all the photos. Control-D1 return, that sets the duration. Option G to make a compound clip. 731 Lex, and 133.33. Boom. I love how fast this process is with keystrokes. But as long as I'm in the transform settings, let me drag the Y coordinate left and right to move the vertical position. Will give us a little bit more sky. But we don't want to go too far because you can see here that we have a little bit of the fader ND filter that I used to shoot these with. Since I shot this, I started using this static ND filter, which is slim enough not to end up in the shot. The color in this shot is a little off, so if I hit Command-6, it brings up the color board, and Command-7 to bring up the video scopes. Here you can see I have some room to darken the shadows closer to 0, and I can also raise the highlights up nearer 100, just to give it some more contrast. But the shot is still too yellow, so if I click to the color tab, I can push the midtones up into the blue region a little bit to really bring out that sky. I can also push up the color saturation to make it even richer. Now I just have a few frames at the beginning to get rid of. Let's see, where's this thing actually begin? There we go. Now this time lapse is 24 seconds long, but I really don't need the whole thing, so let me focus on the area where the clouds look the coolest. Oh, this is cool. That could be our new starting point. And because I shot this at a resolution higher than 1080, higher than what I'm editing and exporting, I can zoom in. So let's do a Ken Burns effect. If we click on the crop tool, Ken Burns, flip it around so it starts zoomed in, and we'll move the zoomed in region up here. Hit done, and now we've given this thing some interesting movement. And that's time lapses. I love them because by the time you're sitting at the computer, you've already done all the hard work. Regardless what editing software you're using, just take your photos, drop them in the timeline, set them all to 1 frame in duration, and it's watchable. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you missed how to shoot time lapses, click the link on the screen or in the video description. Also subscribe for more videos like this on YouTube, and like this video if you actually learned something from it.